Good morning, everybody. Well, we all hear the story about Craigslist. And Craigslist always has some unusual activity going on Craigslist. Now, don't get me wrong, Craigslist is a very good thing, too. As I've said before, I've sold many things on Craigslist, and whatever I happen to advertise, I sold on the same day. So, you don't really have to wait for somebody, for a week or so, or even a few days. If you have something good for sale, then people will look on Craigslist at what you have. But the thing now that's being sold on Craigslist is food stamps. Yes, that's right. You heard right. Food stamps are being sold on Craigslist. This was on CNN. They had some of the postings on Craigslist. One person from Philadelphia posted, "If you need food, this is not a gimmick or a game. Please let me know. I have food stamps for sale. Serious replies only." Another one from Atlanta says, "I have $500 worth of food stamps and it cost $350. No, I will not do half. I do not need to sell. If you would like an extra $150 to $175 in groceries and pay no taxes, email or call me." Somebody else is looking to buy food stamps, so they put on there, "Do you need quick cash? Hit me up ASAP if you want to sell some food stamps." So, what's up with this? People are doing this. There can't be, that's not just one person doing all this. There's more than one person doing this, and they're doing it because of the fact that they know that nothing's going to be done about it. Nothing's going to be done about it. The state is going to continue to let this happen and continue to complain about it. Meanwhile, and you could probably bet that these people get hundreds upon hundreds of dollars of food stamps a month, and that's why they sell some of them. Now, if they're getting all these hundreds of dollars a month, it means that they're either not declaring a job, or they have a lot of children, or now some people need it. I'm not lying. Some people do need it, but these people that get hundreds and hundreds of dollars most likely live in a place where their rent is also being paid, their utilities are being paid, their daycare is being provided for. Why would you need daycare if you don't have a job? That just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, and they're selling their food stamps. Some people say, yeah, but if you report it, it's the children that's going to suffer. How's it the children that's going to suffer? They said, well, they'll take their food stamps away. Well, they're not getting them now because Mama and Daddy's selling them. But anyway. And then the hard-working people that don't make a lot of money don't qualify for such things. And this, I don't understand why. Do you know what I think might help this? And they're going to say, no, it's going to be too costly. No, we can't do that. I think what might help is each EBD card, I think, or EBT, whatever food stamp card is called, should have your photo ID on it. And it should be you that spends it. But of course, there's a way around that too. Because then you could say, well, I will sell you $200 of my food stamps, but we have to go to the store together. So you pick up $200 worth of groceries, and I'll pay with my card, and then you give me, $100 in cash. So there is always a way of getting around it. But the thing that really, really pissed me off while I was going through all this was a video that I had seen that was behind this. I think the video is a few years old, so I think this happened in 2009. I'm not sure what year it happened. Don't quote me on that. But you can go into YouTube and you can find that video. And when I find it here in just a second, I'm going to tell you what the name of that video is, so you'll know exactly what to look for. But It really, really, really pissed me off yesterday when I watched it. And I had to watch it like 3 times just to make sure I was hearing right. What had happened was, it happened in Memphis, Tennessee, and there was a house fire. And what had happened in the house fire, there was, I think, a 2-year-old boy and a 3-year-old boy died in the house fire. Okay, here it is. If you want to go watch it, it's called Memphis House Fire Leaves 3-Year-Old Dead. Aunt Just Wants Food Stamps. Now you can play this back and write down that title. Or I'm sure you can find it. Anyway, it's got the news crew in front of a house that had caught fire. Now, it shows people working around. It shows, where the house had been burnt. The news crew out there talking about it. And, some of the neighbors are talking about the mother. I guess the mother of the children is practically fainting, and they're having to hold her up. She's screaming and crying, and it starts out as being a really, really sad video. 2 men are talking about how, one of them was talking about how he thought it was radio playing, but it ended up being those kids screaming for help, and he went in, got halfway down the hall, but the smoke pushed him back because he couldn't see, and he wasn't able to save the boys. So what had happened was the mother, which I'm not going to say much about her because she has suffered enough, and the aunt had left the boys home alone. There was a man that was supposedly there doing some yard work. Now, they left to take him home. Why did both of them have to leave to take this man home? One of them should have stayed home with the children. So, during that time that they were gone and the children were alone, the house caught fire. And the children were not able to be saved. But they asked the aunt, she's the snaggle-toothed woman, they asked her at the end of the video if she had any regrets about leaving those boys home alone. And she says, and she was talking, all snaggle-toothed and funny. She said, no, not really. We don't know if them boys started that fire, or somebody could have come by and thrown something in there and started that fire. I need to get in there and find my purse. No, she said, I need to get in there and see if my purse got burned up. Got my food stamp card in it. And was laughing. Laughing while the mother was practically fainting in the background. This is ridiculous. You need to go and watch that video. And I wonder if, this goes to show that this woman was more concerned with her food stamps than she was the lives of those 2 little boys. Because my purse and my food stamp card would have been the last thing on my mind. It's so ridiculous. I go to work every day, but I can't get help with my medical bills, and I have heart failure. I can't get help with that. I can't get help with anything because they say I can't get food stamps. They say you make too much. And I'm just getting by. But yet, other people can go and get their hair done, get their nails done, drive a big fancy car, get their rent paid, and not have to work. And they can get daycare. They can get a new home built from the ground up out here, a brand new home. Just so they can be a homeowner. And they don't have to pay it. They pay so much of it, and then the state pays the rest. I live in a mobile home, and I own my home. Matter of fact, I own 2 homes here in the park, and I live in one. Now, Even though I own my home, my lot rent just to keep my home right here cost me $410 a month. Now, if I couldn't pay that, is the state going to step in and pay it for me? No. This middle-aged woman with heart problems would be out there on the street, while the young people be kicked back getting free daycare, food stamps, Medicaid, everything. Everything's just backwards. It's just backwards. Anyway, what do you think? And do go watch this Memphis house fire leaves 3. It says 3-year-old dead. One of them is a 3, but one of them is a 2. Memphis house fire leaves 3-year-old dead. Aunt just wants food stamps. Go check that out. Oh, I see the date on here. It's 10/21/09. So this video was from 09. Anyway, what do you think about the food stamp situation? What's your remedy on how it should be straightened out? And would you ever buy anybody's food stamps? And if you do get food stamps or ever have gotten food stamps, have you ever sold any food stamps? Until next time, bye-bye.